Don't mind me. Doing the normal sharing. Discord. Which you actually have new members too, which is awesome. Always like that they have a streamer mode on a lot of stuff. Like Discord, if I randomly wanted to show it off. There we go. It's on Facebook. All right, I think we're good. Hey, Russell. Hey, Parrot. Swap things over. So I should, well, mostly set up. Always thought there was Casey upstairs. Okay, so getting Orga out of the way real quick. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is work on Zilla with a gun. Kind of funny how well he can hold a shotgun. Like, he's ready for whoa. So today's game plan is tighten the drop a little bit. We got to do a little bit of sculpting around the bones on the back here, just to make them blend in. I kind of want to do the same thing around the head here, I think, just to make it look a little bit more. Oh, kind of like actually like skins being removed around it. And then Orga is going to be trying to wrap up the elbows. I did a little bit of work the other day of getting the top part of it there. I just need to hide the lower section a bit. He just shoots himself. Honestly, without the mouth on, it wouldn't be that hard, to be fair. But I digress. Alright. Grab my gloves. I think one of these days I need to buy some like soundproofing stuff that I could put underneath the boards over here. Just soundproof my basement. Be a good time. Well, a debatable good time because then I probably like if I was down here and she woke up from a nap, I would have a hard time hearing it. If I was right now, there's like no real way to muffle between the dog mucking around upstairs and everybody else. Anyways, how's everybody else's evening doing? Oh yeah, listen up here, just look through the chess. My name's Steve. Hopefully they're playing fetch upstairs. Hey, Prodigy. I'm trying to get a little bit of epoxy out of here because I don't need a ton for Zilla. Like this right here is probably more than enough. A little ball. Oh, I feel you. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. I am ready for bed, but I kind of have to wait till Jessica goes to work to go to bed because I won't fall asleep. Holy cow, what are they doing upstairs? I don't even know. Let's see. Did my wife finally decide to play with the dog? That sounds like. Right. Okay, that looks a little bigger. Oop. Take a little bit off. Oh, that's probably close enough. Yeah. Just something a little extra down the bottom corner. Just a was planning on using it for more gaming stuff, but because of the way the algorithm's been for YouTube, I've been trying to avoid doing the gaming stuff. I started working on, like, you noticed we got a new banner and a new logo for the channel. I kind of want to make a little gaming one too, and probably end up using this more for that. But like I said, just something for when I'm doing like these custom videos or unboxings. Like instead of just seeing some hands, there's somebody talking. And he does fun little things like this. One of these days I'll get a little stream box so I can do that a little easier without having to actually touch my keyboard. Thanks, Prodigy. I thought it turned out pretty good. I got a suggestion from my buddy Zilla that I probably gonna end up doing on the chest in the next day or two. So it'll be like slightly updated. But he mentioned putting actual Godzilla skin on the chest. And I was like, that is an awesome idea that I did not think of. I was trying to keep it sort of generic because if I want to make like t-shirts or something like that, I don't want to have like Godzilla on it and have Toho get super upset with me. If anything, it'd probably be good old Zilla. Since we're a little more like pretty much him, Shin, and GMK are probably like the three Godzillas I could use. The best represent the channel. Which is kind of funny because GMK is like one of my least favorite things. I could probably add it to like the top little section around here. I just have to be careful where the ball joint is because it would probably end up breaking off. Ooh, I forgot to grab some water. Oh, look at my little drippy pain here. I could probably just get away with. I kind of just sorry for you guys a little. Oh no! These will make us a little bigger, and then we'll make us back to the normal size. Good to go. Did the mic screw up? I know my little guy screwed up in the bottom corner. Alright, he should be up in maybe golden if he doesn't freeze. There we go. Like I said, for some odd reason, my little jack here for this computer is a little finicky. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me now. Got everything all switched up. What I need to do is I need to get like a separate USB port that hooks into my laptop, but it's like secured onto the table. Okay, so you guys, I want to be here. So I'm trying to do is just trying to make some like irregular patterns. So then it looks like this would be the Godzilla skin. This is like the muscle fiber ripping, and then that is what's connected to the bone. Hey, geez, I didn't know I had a shotgun upstairs. I don't know what the heck that's for. Okay. It's just a little bit wet, so I can try to smooth it out next to the skin on the figure. Try to hide it a little better. Just kind of trying to match the skin a little bit. Where he doesn't have a ton of detailings, but he does have a little bit of lines going away from the skin. But because he's kind of zombie-ish, just trying to add a little bit of texturing to it, and then I'll take the sharper bit for this and just add a little bit of lines here and there. Let's go really lightly over top. Having too much fun upstairs. Then I got these little plastic brushes. It's like so. Just get a little damp. Just lightly go over top of it, and that'll help to smooth out a little bit of the lines I just did for the skin bits. And then also for this, just to get any excess epoxy off of it. But sort of like that. I'm doing the same for the other side. And, hopefully hold his weight a little bit better. Actually, while we're talking about the hand, I'm just going to pop it off. Might be a little bit too much epoxy putty here, but always adjust accordingly afterwards. Right now, I just kind of want to make sure it's attached. Also, I recommend if you guys are ever interested in getting a dog, if you get a Border Collie Jack Russell mix, just be known they like to talk. They like to talk a lot. Which isn't a bad thing. But just be warned. They also got a lot of energy. We were out playing at the park earlier today. She really likes sticks. She likes you to throw sticks. If you're not throwing a stick for her, she will tell you, bring you one. And you're going to be throwing a stick for her. Oh, she's my first with like that kind of mix with her. Because I've dealt with like Shelties and stuff in the past, so I'm kind of used to Border Collies. And then my Jessica's parents have had Border Collies. So we got quite a bit of experience with them. So we saw her up for sale. I was like, oh, be interesting and super cute dogs. They didn't mention what the terrier was. I found that out after after the fact. Because in the thing, it was like she's technically a Border Collie English Shepherd, but she definitely has a lot more of the Jack in her. Or Jack look to her. It's kind of funny because a lot of people, when they see her, they think she's like blue, what Bluey is, which is a healer because of her color scheme. Just trying to flesh out a little bit of the skin here, just so it's not like completely uniform where it's attached. So it's got like a little bit of like ripped look to it. Oh, I was gonna say, I didn't know she was the dog was a mix. I know you had a dog. I just wasn't sure what it was. Dogs and foxes. Actually, now that I did that on that side, I kind of add a little bit more to this side since this side's a little drier. I can muck with it a little bit more. Honestly, we were initially looking for a dog. Also, that was the one I was actually actively looking for. We were trying to get a beagle. Around here, I had such a hard time getting a hold of people that had beagles. For some reason, it was just like they're already sold, and then the people that I'm like trying to buy them from are trying to sell me their parents, which I'm like, weren't really looking for a dog that bad. That just sounds kind of puppy milly, and I just didn't want to deal with that. That or they just want to get back with me. And my wife brought up the collie idea, the border collie idea, and I was like, oh, well, that'd be kind of fun because then at least we'd have be somebody's a little more energetic than what Shin was. Shin was really active for about 5-10 minutes, and then he was good. He'd be the most hyper dog for those 10 minutes. Because before we had him, we had an actual pug. He showed up in a couple of unimportant reviews, like super unimportant review videos early on. That is true. Shin was like, oh, it was weird because he was really good about going outside to the bathroom, except for some odd reason. I have one pole in this basement, which I swear probably still has some of his urine that he just liked peeing on. So if I wasn't quick enough, he would come down here and pee on it. He wouldn't do it upstairs. But that one pole was like fair game for him. Okay, so now we got tears on both sides. Next, we'll do the hand. So we'll do that. Oh. Funny enough, I have a gigantic Zilla figure that hangs out down here. Hey, he's an extra. Kind of want to use him just to kind of look at the back of his hand real quick. Just to kind of get that scaled look to it. Something like that. It's got a little bit of the scales hanging out, but then it looks like some of the skin's melted off. So I could probably maybe do some with the leg here. Make it look like there's some bone. Now for muscles, I tend to scrape a little bit harder with the lines for like muscle fiber, stuff like that. It's kind of how I do the Guyver suits. Just sort of using my finger under here just to give it some added support. Squish it down a little bit with the other side here, just to give it some irregularity. Sort of like that. Make it look nice and meaty. Oily do it to the other side here. Hey, Lady Draco. Ooh, I do like that idea though. The Megalon. So, okay, just gonna do really lightly on the inside, just to add some detailing to it. I also still gotta, so I'd use my finger, touch this part up a little bit more. Nice. Finger kind of pressing into it also gives it a little bit extra character, so leave it at that. Make sure everything's just nicely tapped down. His legs got a little bit of little patch there of skin. I'm surprised it was hardening already. I want to do the inside of the mouth here to reinforce this section. All doing all right. I went to a wedding yesterday, or day before, And funny enough, I didn't drink or anything, but I got home the next day feeling like I woke up just feeling miserable. So I didn't get too much done accomplished yesterday. Yeah, I was never really a big wedding person. Hell, even for our wedding, like I just wanted to do like go down to the court and just have a nice big honeymoon. She wasn't about that. She wanted to have a wedding in a church, so we had to do the wedding in the church. Oh yeah, I know the whole family drama thing pretty well. I had some at my wedding. It's funny enough. Um, Long story short, we had the wedding, and her mother, or her grandma, was living in a home at the time, and we were staying at her house, so we were house sitting her while she was in the home. And on our wedding, we were like, "Well, let's go get pictures of grandma," since we're watching her house, and even when we were like early dating, I would go to my grandma's house to check on her and stuff for them. So needless to say, I was pretty familiar with her grandma, even like early on in dating. So we went to go get photos, and one of her uncles, her one uncle, wanted to do a family photo, but didn't want me in the photo. He just wanted to be like with my wife and like pretty much the closest kids and whatnot. So that was fun because that annoyed the piss out of me, and that also annoyed the piss out of like a few of her cousins. So that started a whole thing. I'm just like, well, if you got a problem with it, with Steve being in the photo, you don't need to be in the photo either. It's a good time. It's a good time. Since then, he's been a lot better. But look, so that looks like that filled that out really nice. So I just want to add a little bit to the skin texturing here. Not too much of the muck with it. The take away from what I already did and not change the shape at all. So that should be good. Oh, I feel like there's something. Oh, yeah, I just want to add a little bit to the head. Because the way the head came out, it's a little smoother than I want it to be. So I just kind of want to go over top of it, like just lightly. Funny enough, the wedding that we went to was one of his kids. Oh, that sounds fun. So now it's got a little bit of added texturing to it. Around there. So I thought I did a solid. When I did it before, thought I added a little bit of texture, but it looks like it got a little lost in the sauce. Oh, but adding gore and stuff just always adds to the bit of the funness to it. Yeah, using the Second Amendment rights. Gotta use them while you got them. That being said, I don't even use them. Closest thing I got to a gun is like the the Lost in Space one. I guess like the Power Ranger blaster. Like anything that actually shoots something. It used to. Can't talk back. Not yet, anyways. He will have it done eventually. Almost kind of like it wanted to look like it's like sort of trying to regenerate a little bit. So that's why it's like the skin's kind of going over top and then exposed. Okay, I think that's pretty much about it for stuff that I wanted to add to it. The rest is just kind of detailing out some colors here and there. Problem is, this epoxy starting to get a little tough. So I'm going to need you to not fall over to damage what I just did. Greatly would appreciate it. Thank you. Okay? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, for sure. Also, funny enough, I found. Oh, never mind. I don't want to move things. I got the one of the gremlins that you sent that I have sitting aside because I was trying to figure out what I want to do with it. Been like vaguely debating on making doing another like Godzilla gremlin. Since that first one actually sold really well. He sold quick. Mecha Godzilla gremlin might be a little too much. At least for that gremlin. Oh, that's going to be interesting. All right. Trying to fill in this elbow piece here. You can't really see the elbow. Then I need the epoxy covering what was originally the forearm without getting mucked into the joints. So it's gonna be a lot of set it up, ship the joint, make sure it bends all the way, set it up, ship the joint. Add some details here and there. So kind of like that. So then he's got a full bend. Then just pack that epoxy putty down. So whatever I do there seems like doesn't want to stay. I think I'm good in terms of detailing. It's just smoothing this out. Just to hide that joint. Then just moving the edges on here. Smoothing it out a bit. Just so that it blends with the curvature of the cuts that we did already. Like that. It's already pretty much got the details where I want it, so I'm not too worried about that. It's funny enough, squishing it kind of gave it the same kind of contours details as the other part. So there it is with the hidden joints. So once that just dried, I can bend it in and then do the other side. Not a puppet. Or if you talk about the old puppet, I ended up selling that one. Because room reasons. Which is currently what a problem I'm having with the crate. Oh yeah, aren't they doing a rebirth camera? I haven't played the game, but I've seen the commercials. Okay, that'll work there. Just kind of need to smooth this clay that's here up further. Doesn't need to be perfectly covering everything, but just like enough that if I go to paint it, it's not going to be like standing out that there was once a human arm underneath this thing. But I think that's pretty good there. And I don't want to mess with the other side yet, because if I start messing with the other side, that's just going to jack up this side, so ain't about that life. I was hoping to work on the knees, but I don't think I'm going to get too much more life out of this putty. It's already not wanting to adhere, which sucks. On a high note, Zombie Zilla is pretty much done, so we just got to paint Zombie Zilla. Why am I drawing a blank on Megas XLR? Rings a bell. Oh, it's going pretty solid. Like I said, I was feeling better than I did yesterday. Yesterday, I was like, sucks. Just throw the epoxy in there for now. Oh, that hurts. On a fun note, I thought I almost got ghosted on an Etsy commission. Because we did that video for Goldris not too long ago. Which didn't get as much loving as I was hoping, but it's Ultraman, so it's not nearly as popular as some of the other stuff on here. Oh, is that the Cartoon Network show? Is that what that it was? I'm thinking right. It's like a more huskier dude with a giant robot. That was a car. But yeah, anyways, Golders is finally paid for. So he's going to be shipping out. So I'm hoping to get photos done between like today and tomorrow, and then I'll have them out. I'll probably ship them out Wednesday no matter what. Because Wednesday I have to work him off, so he'll be out. But I want to do a couple of photos with him fighting with like the Ultraman Tiga that I got upstairs. Okay, I never really checked out that show, to be honest, which is weird because you think it kind of fall into my wheelhouse, but never did. Never did. Yeah, I know you showed me the tracking is still Monday. I haven't gotten anything though, so it'll probably be tomorrow. More than likely. I also gotta find where the hell my scissors went. I bought like 3 of them fairly recently because when I was working on the critter, I had like a few different pairs of scissors. Can't find a single one of them to trim this thing's eyebrow. The lashes that we did the other day. Because we're trying to get him done. So when I'm doing like the touch-up paints for these guys, I could do both at the same time and then they'll just be done. This is the hope. Well, so I'm going to work on his legs today, but that's probably not going to be the case. And hopefully I'll get a little time tomorrow because I want to do the lower section and into the knee. So then his legs will be essentially done. On a fun note, the pants kind of blend with the skin detailing, so I'm just going to leave it alone. And then it'll be... Because right now he can rotate. Got a rotation here. Oh yeah, you can kick punch. I gotta be careful not to move that arm too much. But I need to... I kind of want him to be able to do an ab crunch. Problem is when I glued him in, I kind of glued him in pretty damn good. And some of it got into that joint there. And I was hoping when I glued it, when I got it epoxied, I was going to be able to move him. Not the case. So he's got like a little ab crunch, but I want it to have a little more. So I still got to work on that. All right. He hammered the wrong box. Yeah, where did those Mothra wings or Batra wings go? They're totally not hanging out underneath the table right now. Because I can see them. Also got to paint the what's her face, the blah blah blah. Yeah, that one. We took the spines off. Looks like the epoxy came out really good. On the back here, I know she didn't have bumps, but I figure it's because the figure had bumps all over it. It would just be easier just to match it. They'll be fine. Ripley doesn't come downstairs. Oddly enough, Ripley kind of leaves my stuff alone, thankfully. She's messed up a couple of Casey's things upstairs, but it's more her fault than anything. She's got a couple of bows. She murdered a Bluey character and some rubber ducks. But also murdering something else upstairs, it sounds like. Oh my god. Yeah, I was like, I always remember Komodo. That's as far as I get. But yeah, it looks good. I just gotta pretty much just actually no, while I'm sitting here, I can finish talking. I'm gonna clear coat it real quick. Maybe. I just seen the clear coat when I first there we go. The bottle. Lots of primer too while I'm talking you guys out. But anyways, you can help us feed those kaijus by hitting that like button. Subscribe, become a ranger today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, TikTok, Facebook. Guys like you will do what you're gonna donate. Greatly appreciate. You guys like to get some commissions done for yourself. I got my Etsy down in the description and my personal Instagram. Both are fine ways to get a hold of me. You can also use our Patreon. It's my favorite way. You can help support the channel. We have a Discord attached to our Patreon. We actually got some new members, which is awesome. That's the best way to get hold of me, especially if you also like working on commissions yourself. Like maybe not commissions, but working on custom figures yourself. It's a nice little community to be a part of. Not the biggest, but we're pretty helpful. You guys are planning on picking up some kaiju figures, like the new Haya Burning Godzilla that just went up for pre-order. You can check out CaucusToys.com. Link in the description. You can save 6% off your order. Code Steve Caucus at checkout. They also, Zilla just came in stock. Who probably Thursday I got to order. It's funny, I'm trying to wrap up commissions so that I can commissions and Etsy stuff so that I can buy more things to review. Okay, and done. Hey, me, Lady Draco. No, I'm just kidding. Still gonna add just a little bit more colors to her. Hey, helping's helping, man. I work retail. Any little help you can get is awesome. Or the crab cake with someone else. Snow crab? Snow crab's pretty solid. Dungeness is good. I like dungeon crab. Problem is, I'm more of a lobster guy. Lobster, oh, so good. It's usually like what we usually do for dinner. Oh, okay. I'm dumb. I understand now. Is that what we're calling it now? Crab cakes? Zilla? It's kind of like king crab with a little bit of the snow crab, like the snow crab thickness, but like the shell of a king crab. King crab's great. I've had that a couple times. You can get that around here once in a blue moon. Used to be a place, actually it's over by the port around here. They would get them in. Problem is, it's like $20 for like just a leg. Granted, it's like a Polish kielbasa worth of crab meat. So like one leg does you pretty good, to be fair. So we would each get like a crab leg for Christmas with other stuff. Oh, it was good times. Let's get this giant chunk of crab, just dipping it in the butter. So good. I'm hungry again. I haven't even eaten that long ago. I want more food. Oh. Because the other thing, like I said, I want to do the pictures of Goldrus, which I did fix the gold on them from the previous video. When we did the showing it off video, I noticed a little bit of the gold kind of flaked off a little bit. I can grab it real quick. You'll see there, it's got the gold. It's back on the limbs really well. Looks cool. I wish I could have got the articulation like a little bit better on it. Like I said, it's got like suit actor posability currently. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. I gotta go see what the heck is going on upstairs.